Hey guys, happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing okay. So, ever since the patch, I've kind of been doing some of these professions to kind of see what I get from each of them and maybe which one is the most profitable. And the one that I've been doing the most often is logging. So, the reason for this is I kind of think that logging is actually more profitable than mining or Calcum was. Uh, and I know that a lot of the prices, well, all of the prices for these legendary materials like the Barbine, the Wildwood, Tolvium Cinnabar, and all the other ones has decreased by quite a bit. But I think that logging is probably more profitable than mining or Calcum was prior to the patch. So there's a couple different things that I want to talk about related to this method. And the first thing I'll go over are the requirements. So the main requirement that is kind of non-negotiable to make this extremely profitable is to have 200 logging. And the reason that this is a necessity is because the majority of your money is going to come from these aptitude crates. You can usually expect to get, I'd say, maybe 4 or 5 of them an hour if you're here alone. And the next thing that's important, but definitely not a requirement, is to be on a low population server. It's even more ideal if you're on a low population server, but you're going to be merging to a high population server soon because it's going to make it much easier to sell some of the rare items that you're going to get. The last thing that is not really a requirement, but it helps is the logging luck gear. So trophies, having PvP on, and then just good gear with logging luck will make this slightly more profitable as well. So the next thing that I'll talk about is why I think this is better than mining orichalcum prior to the patch as well as post patch, because you can also get aptitude crates pretty quickly through mining orichalcum, but definitely not as quickly as you can get them through chopping down ironwood trees. So the first reason that this is better, there's 38 trees here from this fast travel here in Eden Grove all the way up to right about here, and you can log all of these trees through here all the way up to there, and then you can just run back to the beginning, and by the time you chop down all those trees, this first tree will have respawned. You may come into you may find one tree along the way, one of the really large ones that hasn't respawned on your second lap, but that's pretty rare. So usually you can just chop them all down and then just repeat, especially if you're alone. So the next reason that I think this is better is it's much more it's less known or just less contested because most people just assume that orichalcum is the best. And the final reason it's better is because you can chop down more of them per hour, you're going to get more of the crates per hour. So where your money is actually going to be coming from is it's a couple of different things. So the Barbine and Wildwood, although they have gone down in price, they should always be tied to the price of an ironwood plank. And in my opinion, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets nerfed eventually, because as of right now, I'd say it's easier to get ironwood and barbvine through chopping down the trees and getting these crates than it is to create ironwood planks. And these legendary materials can be used as a substitute to train engineering. And through the engineering crates, you're going to get a lot of stuff that is extremely valuable, like timeless shards and patterns, which allow you to craft items with specific perks and attributes. And the patterns allow you to craft items that are a 100% chance of being 600 gear score. I believe that you can use both of those on one craft, so you have the ability to have something that has a guaranteed perk, attribute, and 600 gear score. So those should all be extremely valuable. So yeah, the first reason, these should be tied to the price of ironwood planks, especially on high population servers where the economy is efficient. So yeah, you'll get a lot of these per hour. I was selling most of them, and then I decided to start holding them a little while ago, maybe for the last like 15 crates or so. Oh, that's the wrong town. But yeah, I have about, I think it's somewhere around 500 here in Monarch's Bluff. Uh, so yeah, you can, I don't want to give an estimate of how many you can get an hour, but I'd assume it's pretty close to 100. The next thing that you'll be getting money from is in those crates you can get draughts of ironwood sap. I actually have a picture right here. This is on a high population server. I think they average around 1,200 people, and they're listed at about 160 to 200 gold. So you can probably get maybe 3 to 5 of these an hour because they do come from the aptitude crates for logging, and they also come as just a drop from chopping down a tree. So you can get quite a few of these an hour. The next reason is the drop of ironwood sap. This is kind of like it's a new drop, and I'd say it's similar to void ore through mining. It's a little more common. I think I have a picture of. Oh, those are the wrong pictures. So I have a picture of the rates here, and this is with uh, max logging luck gear, and then with 3 miner trophies. So you can actually get a higher drop rate than 3%. I would imagine max logging luck with 3 tier 3 trophies would put you somewhere around 4.5%. But yeah, for me, it's right around 3%. So with 38 trees in this loop right here, I'll link a map in the description so you can see where all the trees are. If you don't know how to find a New World map, then that link will help you. But yeah, with 38 trees right here, I think over the long term, you should average one of these per hour, as they do, or not per hour, excuse me, one of these per lap, or just slightly more, because you would average 3 per 100 trees. And yeah, the perk on that is pretty good. One of my friends sold that item for about 3,000 gold. With the recent changes, with being able to guarantee a perk on an item, a lot of the crafting mods have been increasing in price. This is a picture of this drop listed on a high population server. There's 2 hours remaining on the sell order, so I'm going to go ahead and assume it was listed for a day and did not sell. But on that same server, my friend sold it for 3,000 gold, so they are pretty valuable. Yeah, and then the last thing that you'll probably make a decent bit of money from are the Vials of Azoth. I would expect that the drop rate on Vials of Azoth will either be nerfed uh, or the price will just decrease by quite a bit. But yeah, as of right now, you can get quite a few of them an hour, probably close to 15 or so, and you'll be able to sell those for quite a bit as well. Yeah, I think the majority of the profit will come from the barb vine and wildwood. Even if you're only selling it for 10 to 20 gold a piece, it's still a lot of money that you can make just because of how quickly you will be getting these crates. I think that's about it. Hopefully that helps, and if you do decide to do this, then good luck on getting the Drought of Ironwood sap. And yeah, I'll probably make another video here in a bit on loot from 800 stockpiles, which is something that I was working on for a little while. But yeah, since this update came out, there were a lot of other things I wanted to try, so instead of doing 1,000, I had to cut it short at 800. But yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.